This is my first year doing this one.
Oh,
what about you guys?
This is
Third, fourth?
This is our 4th year.
Oh, wow.
But first, we've done two 229s and 247s.
So here we are, it's about 7 o'clock, and I'm ready to start the ride for this Saturday. Today's gonna be 75 miles. It's the SMECO, I don't know, Southern Maryland Electrical Co-op, I think. 75-mile ride. So we're gonna get out and hopefully enjoy some nice weather, no rain, and we'll have some fun.
Been on the ride for a little bit now, and I figured right now was the right time to say hi to the camera. And just a few minutes ago, I listened to Loneliness of a Long Distance Runner. My brother had recommended that I listen to that, or at least include it in my playlist for these rides. And I can see why. A little bit of Maiden today. Actually, today's gonna be a lot of Maiden, because tonight, after the ride, I'm gonna go see him in concert. Trying to keep my pace between 18 and 20, so I'm a little winded, but it just means I'm working hard and getting everything out of this ride that I can. Let's talk rest stops for a second. In the past, I've only gone to maybe one rest stop, and that's if I need to refill my water bottles. But after doing the cookie ride and having fun stopping at each one and saying hi to people, I realized, why not stop at all of them? I'm not in a race, and it gives me some extra footage to use in these videos. So why not make it a more community thing versus just, this is what Josh was riding today. With all these cars and motorcycles passing me, figured now's a good time to talk about some course safety. Earlier I said I was listening to Iron Maiden. I still am. I've moved on to Seventh Son of the Seventh Son. Listening to music while on the bike, especially when cars are around, is a heavily contested idea. No doubtedly you have seen in this video and my previous ones, the blue cord running over my shoulder. That is for my music. So, right there. Those are my bone conducting headphones. Best rest stop ever? Back to what we were talking about. Headphones and riding. What you see on me are what I do call headphones. They're not in-ear, they're not over-ear, they're bone-conducting headphones. What it allows me to do is listen to music while riding. My ears stay open. I'm able to hear every car. I'm able to hear my gear changes. I can hear everything, but I can still listen to music. Like I'm listening to music right now. That's my solution to having music on these big rides where there's a lot of cars, a lot of people, and still be very safe. I'm noticing something interesting. Past few miles I've been riding on a trail that parallels the road, and I'm not pushing as hard on the trail as I would on the road. I don't know why that is. When I'm on the road, I definitely push for a couple extra miles per hour, but on the trail I haven't been. It's all in my head, I know, but at least there's something in my head. The purpose for the ride today isn't for one specific charity. Organizations who exist to help with taking care of nature and the surrounding area. So I can definitely get on board with that. I'm wrapping up the 70 whatever miles. The ride's called the 75, but I think we're gonna end up doing about 72 and a half. Some little final thoughts. I've done 70 whatever miles with just me, my thoughts, my music, and the camera. I see these groups of riders. They're talking, having a good time. That's great. And I'm always trying to get people to join me on these rides. But I also really enjoy just doing these by myself. I don't solve any world problems by being left to my own thoughts, but it's just fun to escape, get unplugged for a while, enjoy nature, get a little exercise, and just be. It sounds weird, but it's what it is. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you bring spares, not just spare inner tubes, but spare CO2 cartridges. When you see somebody on the side of the road, you ask to make sure they have everything they need. because they might just need some assistance, and that's where you step in. Gotta help each other out. We're all in it together. That was the SMECO, I still don't know the right way to say it, 75, which kind of turned out to be 72 and change. I wasn't going to circle the parking lot to get all the way up to 75. I'll just leave it where it is. It was a really nice route. There were a couple double hills which added to the challenge. It was kind of cool to stop at all the rest stops to kind of see what goes on and how all the riders are. It was real interesting. I noticed that as the rest stops got further down the line, the happy-go-lucky kind of started to dwindle a little bit, to where the last rest stop that I went to, people just kind of showed up. They grabbed a piece of banana, grabbed a sandwich, filled up their drink, just kind of sat there, ate, and then went on their way. So they weren't as bright and cheery as the beginning. So I guess that's to be expected, because this was about 10 miles to the finish line. So people were, I guess, kind of worn out and just tired and wanted to make that last push to the end. I think the finish line at like the Tour de Cookie was really cool when there's people cheering and there was music and all sorts of fun stuff. It just kind of, it puts a nice end cap on the ride, and it kind of shows a community type of atmosphere. And this didn't have it. So it just kind of was, okay, you're done. I guess it's not fully necessary, but it's kind of a nice acknowledgement that, hey, you did it. No matter which route you chose, you got to the end. Congratulations. That was the 75, well, 72 and change ride for this Saturday. And time to go get cleaned up and enjoy the rest of the day. The soundtrack for today's ride, in honor of the concert tonight, was All Iron Maiden, Somewhere in Time, and then Seventh Son of a Seventh Son, Final Frontier, Fear of the Dark, The Book of Souls. We didn't get to The Number of the Beast. I kind of finished before that happened. But maybe I'll just listen to that on the way to the show tonight.